Hello, everybody! It's me, the comic book frog, your resident froggy, with my special friend, Puppetine. We are here to promote our channel, A Puppet and the Frog. Yes.
But I thought we were here to review Resident Alien, Season 2, Episode 10.
Oh, well, you're so needy. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to say that I am happy to be back and talking about this awesome show.
Yeah, no.
And if you could see the smile on my face, you could tell that I'm happy and not sad.
But your mouth doesn't move at all.
That's what I want you to believe, because I'm happy.
I am very perplexed. But anyway, hello.
Actually, you're kind of dark-skinned.
This is just white background.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the Geeky Pup Show. And as we said, Season 2, Episode 10 of Resident Alien has come out. And we are here to review it.
I gotta say, they took such a huge break in between the episodes. It feels like Season 3, Episode 2.
Yes, it literally does. It's been that long. But, that doesn't even really matter because this episode we have to deal with things. In the last one, because she was so traumatized by shooting a man to save Harry's life in the mid-season finale, she, Asta, is very, she's traumatized. So what does Harry do? Wipe her mind, as aliens have the ability to do.
Mainly because his emotions are getting the best of him because he's becoming more and more human, and he couldn't deal with her stress. Extra stress. He's already having his, I guess PTSD because he almost died.
Yeah, he fears death.
Normally, he wouldn't have died. But because he's been a human so long, his body's changing.
Yeah, physically, his heart is now in the proper place, and everything was going to happen.
Yes, he's no longer a Grinch. He grew 3 sizes.
That's right. But anyway, that's what he has to deal with. And Asta, sadly, had some crucial information. She was supposed to take her daughter, Jay, out. But she forgot because the night in question in which she shot a man was erased from her mind. Ooh.
Yep, so she forgot a lot of things. A lot of good things happened in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, Ben and his wife, they have some struggles along the way, and they actually get to talk about it. And after a long discussion, they pretty much were saying, well, our life is pretty much this now, where we're unhappy and unsatisfied, and we have to accept that. But then Ben goes ahead, and after that, taking a comment that they used to talk on the phone about nothing for hours, he gives her a call. He's right in the other room. But they spend like 3 hours just talking about random shit for 3 hours. And it means a lot to them. And that's just growth on her level. Darcy has a date with Indiana Jones guy, I guess we'll call him, because he says that's what inspired him. But really, it was about his heritage. But it means a lot.
And she moves a backhoe for him so they can dig because they're digging up more stuff. And some crazy farmer didn't want them to expand their stuff.
Yep.
And so she moves the backhoe. This turns on the guy. And then they she ends up sleeping over at his place. She gets up, or she's going to, eventually, toward the end of the episode, you see her. She's about to run away, but then she realizes that no, she doesn't want to run away. She calls back in bed with them.
She goes backhoe.
Wow.
What? It was a good pun. I had to take the chance.
There are some things that should never be said.
Backhoe?
I mean, if you're going back home, yes, but
no. That's what they call me under the bridge.
I thought they called you Little Digger.
No.
Because you're always looking for gold.
No.
Anyway.
I'm called the mine because they just keep digging away and it just keeps going.
Speaking of mines, hope you don't have any little kids get lost in there.
Yeah, this episode actually started with a little boy pretty much
And
getting lost in the mine.
He hunting a rabbit. His younger sister is upset. She wants to go home.
Yeah.
This this place.
Mama said not to come back home until you get dinner.
So I'm guessing this is the 50s or 60s. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be pretty old.
80 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, along those lines, early 1900s.
Because now we know the whole story about the
miners.
Miners, yeah, 49 for one.
Not the miners who got lost in there, but the miners.
Yes. But the fact that, that's the thing, because the mine shaft is where the baby goes into, and we see Harry go up to it. He starts freaking out. He starts panicking, and he doesn't want to die, so he runs the other way. The only problem is that the baby went in there, and now the baby is basically took on the form of the dead kid that went missing.
Yep.
All those years ago.
Yep.
The sister younger sister grown up, recognizes the kid running around. That's my brother, and then we get the little girl Sumar, I think it is.
Sumar, something like that.
Yeah, Samaria. I don't know, Sumar. She sees the kid, recognizes the screaming, follows the kid. Now she talks to Max. Now that's the one thing I'm kind of upset with this season so far.
Yep.
Hardly any Max time.
Nope. Well, it looks like that's about to change because pretty much at the end of this, Sumar takes the alien baby, takes it home, and says Harry's going to raise it to be evil. So we're going to protect it. I won't let that happen. And we actually get to see as Max looks at it and sees the little kid alien. It's kind of neat. But yeah, and it seems that this is going to be a theme in the next episode. He's going to ask, Harry's going to ask for his help. But there's also another matter because Asta does regain her memories. She confronts Harry and says, "You can't do that. You can't just take away the bad. You need those bad things in life."
Sahar is her name.
Sahar, my bad. But yeah, Asta says you gotta have the good with the bad. Otherwise, that's just not living. And so with that being said, Harry, he gives her back her memories because she needs that because she's obviously onto him. But he doesn't reveal that the message that the alien gave in his mind through his child also says that an alien race, not their people, but another alien race is coming to Earth to destroy it. And, well, that's a matter to be dealt with. Yeah. And other than that, there's not much else to say with the town. I mean, Big Black is getting along with Medium Brown, I guess you could call her. She said that.
Yeah, and Deputy Liv she's feeling left out. She's feeling kind of jealous because before they were a team, and now it's basically Big Black and the deputy. I forget, not the deputy, but she's a detective for for Jessup. Those two are getting along. Here, they start bonding. He talks about how he was in DC while she was actually a New York cop. Yeah. So they have a lot in common.
And Liv is left out. She feels ultimately left out.
Also, a really interesting development, as Darcy pointed out. Judy has her own Judy.
Yes. The Judy is the annoying blonde who basically
hovers around the rest of them. She's basically the drunk. And really has a huge good crush on Big Black. that and then so she's complaining about how this girl won't leave her alone, and Darcy says, "How ironic."
Yeah.
And then so as she coined, as Darcy coined it, Judy has her own Judy.
Yeah, but ultimately, this means that in the next episode, what we can expect is the hunt for the alien baby, and Max is pretty much offers it for a milkshake, so it's probably going to come all together, and Sahar is not going to be able to keep the baby away. No.
No, he's not really a baby more. He's now the size of a toddler.
He's a big kid now.
He's like Max's age, actually.
Yeah. But ultimately, it's a very solid episode. I do like, even though this show does thrive on its comedy, you do have to have that mellow.
Now, there are other unanswered questions. Lieutenant David, the one, and it's holding out with what's her name, General McAllister. Right. What's going on with them? There was nothing about them this episode. We're still waiting on the fate of Dr. Ethan Stone.
I thought he was dead.
Ethan?
Yeah, I knew he was taken, but I thought he was dead. But you know what?
No, Ethan wasn't. No, Ethan was locked up inside the facility. They thought he was the alien.
Yeah, I thought they killed him.
No, I don't remember.
Trying to test for the alien. I could be wrong though.
They were testing, and we don't know. I don't remember the fate of him. I mean, will we ever see Big Black Star father again? There's so many characters that I've kind of not done much screen time anymore.
Fall through the cracks.
Yep.
But maybe we'll get to see them in this next episode.
I miss Lisa. Remember Lisa's, right? She was the crazy army lady assassin that was going to.
Oh, she's definitely dead.
Yes, I know. Probably, most likely.
I swore I saw her die. But overall, it's
like every sci-fi show. People don't stay dead; they come back.
But this is
also Harry still hasn't told her that there's evil aliens that are on Earth.
They are coming to destroy us.
They're already here.
They're already.
The autopsy was finished. It's done, completely over with. So yeah, Harry released the body. We also found out that his yogurt's been being eaten, and it's Nurse Ellen
and Darcy
too. Darcy said too. So it basically got so much to the point where even Harry said, he basically super glued it to the shelf.
And Harry does get to face a bit of his trauma. I mean, he knows he can't just eat it away or just keep watching Law and Order Season 5.
Yeah, yes, because after the big fight, after Asta gets her memories back and all that stuff, we see that Harry is in the diner. Asta is called him because he eaten like 12 things of pie. There is an old man. He's been off and on. He's basically a resident, and he's dying. And Harry goes and talks to him. He sits in his chair in his room at the nursing home, and the guy, he just told him, he's like, Harry, you gave me the best news. Like, what do you mean? You're dying. How's that good news? You're dying. And he says, like, no, I know. I started cherishing everything. Everything's precious. And Harry's
like the last piece of pie.
Yeah, savoring the last, as Harry said, the last piece of pie. And then we get to see Harry basically doing a Kevorkian thing, basically
helps him off.
Sister suicide, gives him a drug, allows him to die, go off. And Harry has questions. He says, what is it like, dying?
It's definitely a somber way to end, but it has the good bones that we need. It has life, it has death, and, it just means a lot to us.
Also, when will Astra's daughter be Jane? When is she going to find out that Harry is an alien? Because then we need Astra and her daughter to basically make up.
Bond, yes.
Because this is letter 18 that she's basically birthday card that Astra wrote to her daughter but never delivered, put it in this little box.
Yeah, she has to make that up. But we don't know if she will. But we're going to have to wait and see.
I need these answers.
Well, hopefully you'll find out next week on Resident Alien. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We've had a great time with this series. We hope you have too. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. This show is really good. If you aren't watching it, why not? You should be. It's very good. Check it out. It is nothing like its comic book counterpart, but that's not a bad thing. They are both good for their own reasons, right, Froggy?
Yes. If you get a chance, check out the comic book through Dark Horse. There's an omnibus out and then a couple volumes.
Well, that is about it for us. We want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure... Ever see a puppet cough? There you go. Now you have. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and check out the Ko-Fi if you can. We are going to have a lot more content coming out soon, but Resident Alien will not fall through our cracks. You're going to be watching it with us. And that's about it. Thank you so much, and bye!
Good night, good evening, good morning. We'll see you later.